They're concepts of as within, so without, as above, so below. And let's just try and let our racing thoughts and all of our biases or our defenses just kind of relax for a little bit as we explore together. And let's just check it out, see how it goes. Then we might agree that by definition of a fractal, no matter how far you zoom in or out, you're going to get the exact same picture as seen in the famous Mandelbrot fractal. So let's apply that to our microbiome and our bodies. Let's say that any change we make in our bodies and minds contributes to the fractal composite and changes the fractal itself. What if these changes were seen directly in real life? For example, if we bomb our microbiome with antibiotics, how might this be reflected in our world? Fun fact, did you know that the first antibiotic, penicillin, was discovered in the late 1920s, but it didn't become widely used until the 1940s, the early 1940s. Interestingly enough, the atomic bomb was first invented in the 1930s, but the first atomic bombs weren't dropped on Japan until 1945. Wow. That's some fascinating food for thought. It's very provoking if you look at it from this perspective. So let's talk about probiotics just briefly. If we continue to entertain this idea, how might probiotics affect our immediate reality? Choosing and selecting for certain strains of bacteria to populate our microbiome versus others? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? So now here is where shit gets intense. We now have companies like uBiome and Viome and others that analyze and catalog all the species of your gut determined by their DNA. This technology was sold to Naveen Jain, the owner of Viome, by the United States Navy. Wait, what? Why does the Navy care about genetically sequencing our microbiomes? So I actually had the pleasure of speaking with Naveen Jain direct at the Bulletproof Conference. He's a really nice guy, really great guy. But he did excitedly tell me one of his goals is to introduce nanotechnology into the microbiome to terraform it. This is concerning to me. That means robots, nano robots coming in your microbiome and killing off the quote bad bacteria and supporting the quote good bacteria by some magical way. I'm not sure how yet. So that's a little concerning to me. With the rise of artificial intelligence zooming at speeds no one can keep up with, I'll say I would not like this to be reflected into my 3D reality. Morally, I find it to a little bit reminiscent of Hitler's eugenics, to have robots coming through and wiping out bad strains of humans or animals that they found to be harmful or malicious. Luckily, there's no data behind this theory, and this has all just been a thought-provoking experiment. There's no artificial intelligence coming for us yet, but there are some very real take-homes. So regardless of this being a true or not true theory, or proven or unproven, it does hold value when you think of it as a practice about your thoughts. Everyone always says, be the change you wish to see in the world. Well, this theory would be wildly empowering if it were ever to be proven to be true, because that would mean that each of us, you and I, are incredibly powerful and can affect potent changes over our fractal reality simply by practicing that change. But we don't actually need this theory to be proven to know that if we behave and act in ways in which we want the world to be, that we will be contributing to more of what we want to see in the world, hence improving our own quality of living. Now, that's not even accounting for the New Age ideas about law of attraction, to which I will let you know after a very thorough 20-year plus subjective and qualitative case study on my own thoughts and experiences. I will say that without a doubt, I am a subscriber and a believer, and I've seen how this plays out in my life specifically. But let's not go there just yet.